Okay, so to start off, I'm just going to create a new folder on my desktop. And I'm just going to call that folder Calc. Now in Sublime, I'm going to go to Project. I'm going to go to Add Folder to Project. And this is my Calc folder here. So I'll just select that. And now we have the folder in Sublime. Okay, so we'll now create a new file and we'll save it here as index.html. Now, if you're in Sublime, what we can do is just type in HTML and then hit Tab. And this will just give us a very basic template. So we'll fill out the title, Web Calculator, and then we can get right into adding the content. So we're going to put all this in a div. So divs just kind of separate your HTML document into sections that you can control later for styling. So there's our div. Now we're going to add in a text area. And this is where our numbers will go. So 0 will be, start there. Now we're going to want some buttons. So go in there, button, and I'll have a 9 there. Now, each of our buttons is also going to have two HTML attributes. So the first one's going to be value, and it's going to be equal, quotation mark. This one will obviously be 9. And then we're also going to have an on-click attribute. And so what happens is this on-click attribute will put the name of a JavaScript function in here. And whenever this button is clicked, then that JavaScript function will get called. And we can actually just call this function button, and we're gonna pass this function, this JavaScript function that we'll call button. We're gonna pass it a value. So the value goes in between these parentheses. It's just going to be this dot value, which means we're going to pass it this value here. Okay. So we can copy that and paste it 3 times. Now, so obviously this is just, so actually the first button here will be 7, then 8, and then change the values too. Let's save this. And then we can go into our folder and we can open up that file. So I'm just using Chrome, and there's the beginning of our calculator there. So we'll just, we're going to add a break attribute here and here as well. Okay, so now if we save that, reload it. Okay, now we're going to copy this, and we'll paste it 4 times. And so then we'll just update the numbers here. So this is 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. And this one is only going to have 2 of those buttons, and this can be 0. And actually we can delete that as well. Okay, so there's all our numbers. It's our number pad. Now, if you remember back to what the finished product will look like, we have all these kind of like function keys around here. So these are also going to be buttons. They will have an on-click value, but they will not have a value attribute. Okay, so we'll copy that and paste these in here. Whoops. And 2 there, I think. Yeah. Okay, so let's add these in. Oh, and then we're also going to have a row that is only these guys. So 3 of those, and then a break. Okay, so first one here is the clear, then backspace. So for now, we'll just do that. And then this is plus or minus. And we need one more. So this is divide. And this is multiply, subtract, plus, and then equals and, dot, decimal point, and equals. Okay, so if we look at what this looks like now, we'll see those buttons are all in there. So really, this is going to be our HTML template. We can add an ID in here. So ID calculator, I guess. And so really, this is going to be the our HTML. And then obviously we'll add in JavaScript functions for each of these function buttons. And then we'll obviously have to write the JavaScript code. Okay, so we've completed our skeleton HTML file.